area of tax, we would not look into the run-of-the-mill low-value compliance services that other firms also provide. We would focus on high-value, high-transaction, services which entail bringing in greater degree of experience and wisdom to bear when you're serving your clients. Services that would entail trying to seek a resolution to complex client problems.
We're experiencing a phenomenal amount of changes in the world of tax. Some of the rules on tax are evolving and aligning to the global policies. Business models are changing.
Private equity transactions are always transactional in nature, and therefore there is a greater demand and a greater need for being more focused, drawing upon experience, on thinking on your feet, being able to think laterally, being able to think out of the box.
BMR truly follows the true national model, which effectively means in our construct, if I need to serve a client in another jurisdiction or another turf, I would be free to do so. And if I feel that my client needs some expertise that resides in another part of the country, I would surely bring that to my client. So that's the great differentiator, something that the clients appreciate, because they're coming to the firm for the best expertise and experience available, and we bring it to them. There are several instances where our historic association with the client is so long that we understand the client's tax environment better than their own people.
M&A in BMR is a collation of experiences, of learnings, of expertise, with a view to provide a complete solution to our clients. We have done very well in the Indian corporate space. What has helped us in BMR is that our ability to work as entrepreneurs with the Indian promoter mindset. And now I find that we have that unique ability of getting a Japanese or a multinational mindset to meet with the Indian promoter mindset, having worked on both the sides.
I think the core differentiator for the BMR service is the fact that we need innovation always, all the time. You will never find a good solution for a client until your people are trained not to just provide the answer, but to stretch themselves to look for that one extra idea. So as part of the restructuring practice, I'm constantly on the hunt for that one idea which can change the way transactions are done.
A key differentiator risk practice is we are ruthlessly independent. We don't shy away from giving a very strong message, which is backed up by our deep analysis, and that is why clients like us.
We have been in this business for nearly since 2006. I mean, that's 8 years, and that's very, very significant expertise that we are bringing in locally within India.
We really do respect our relationship with BMR. I think it's both personal and professional. Obviously BMR carries the stamp of competence, but I think what makes it special and different is that putting customers first and putting the needs of the customer forefront.
You can tell it's still a young company because it has a very motivated, young, educated employee force. They're very eager to work together with you, and from my perspective, I really appreciate the energy you feel when you are at BMR's offices or when the team comes over here. I've seen various teams, have met lots of employees of BMR, and I must say it was always a very positive and enlightening experience.
I look at BMR is the approachability of all its senior partners, which I do not find in a lot of other organizations. When BMR does something, it has a class of its own. I'm sure Shell will continue to be associated with BMR. BMR has proved its worth to this organization.
BMR work with me and my company as our staff and our colleague. The important thing for us is after the acquisition finish, they continue to support our operation.
いうことで、日本企業としてですね、非常にありがたい、やりやすい 会社です。BMRとしては非常に信頼しております。
BMR have been part of our focus groups in the Tax Administration Reform Commission. So they are in some ways embedded in the tax policy and administration reform making in India.
I have read some of the stuff which comes out of BMR, which tries to present a midpoint, being familiar with what policy change can work, what policy change can politically be sellable, and at the same time trying to know what are the client's aspirations. You try and find some way in which you can bridge this gap. You're serving a very huge public purpose.
I have found that each and every partner or even associate or anybody I think who is working for BMR have been quite dedicated to the cause of the client, give the best possible advice to their clients.
There are many professionals who give great technical advice, but if you give this great technical advice with two other qualities, one, you understand the business of the organization, and two, you're creative in your solutions to clients and you're solution driven, that's what makes it as a complete package.